Good morning, everybody. It's December 10th. It's Thursday. It's 33 degrees. And this is the south side of Chicago. Oh, yeah, there we go. Today is supposed to be beautiful out. Everybody's saying it's already sunny. It's gonna be about 55 degrees out. I can't take a day off. I got a bunch of hearings, so I'll see what I can do to get a little of that sunshine. There is a nice frost on everything if you look. Watch. You see the white there? The whole ground is frost, but it's supposed to be super nice out today. Look at this. See that whole, there's a whole layer. I'll show you on this. See that whole layer right on top of everything? It's white. You can hear the, it's almost, the grass is crunching. But, yeah. You know what? I got a question. And how do we do this? In this era of cancel culture, how do we call people out without being called out ourselves? Do you kind of get it? It's kind of weird. I don't know. And I started realizing that it's a kind of a conditioning, or what they call it. I think it's better yet. I think I read it somewhere by an organizer. Oh man, look at this guy. He's stuck in the ice. See that? Check him out. See that? He's stuck in the ice there. Look at this guy. See that? Hopefully he's okay. See that guy right there? He's stuck there in the ice. What's up, goose? See, he's stuck. But, yeah, how do you do that? How in this era, this cancel culture era, do you say someone is just, I don't know, all kinds of things, right? Unprofessional. I mean, I hate to use the word as an educator, just plain dumb. All right, let's go on this. And I'm sorry, I know I'm not supposed to. Good morning. See that? The ground is white. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to talk like that. I'm a trained educator, but seriously, that's just, you know, not just. And that don't mean, I don't know how to talk like that. I don't understand. I grew up the old-fashioned way, right? We just said stuff. All right, maybe that's what the problem is, right? We're used to talking one way, and the newer generation wants to talk a different way, right? So they talk about the helicopter generation, right? Don't hurt their feelings or something. I don't know. I'm asking questions here. I'm not saying one way or another. I'm not taking a judgment call on it. I'm just asking as a personal favor for somebody I might know, how do you call somebody dumb in public without getting canceled, right? I mean, I get it. People use race all the time. They flip it. Or sometimes they might use sex, gender identity, political affiliation, whatever. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about somebody who just is not smart. This is not smart. And it's obvious. You know what I mean? I mean, we got lots of examples in public, right? Of that stuff. And how do we do that nowadays? I mean, I guess you can be objective and go into the technicalities of what they're doing is inappropriate. How about that? The way someone acts is inappropriate, rather than using the D word or the S word. Maybe the D word and the S word are starting to be like the R word. Words that you can't say anymore. You know what I mean, right? Teachers know what the R word is, right? So I can't repeat it, because we're not supposed to repeat it. But, yeah, I know. You know, I'm just sometimes you see things and you hear things and you look at things and it's just a shame, you know what I mean? It's I don't know. I don't want to say things that people told me over the years, because truly some stuff is rude and some stuff is insensitive and some stuff is pretty nasty. So, and I don't want to get on this guise of free speech to promote hate. So I really don't want to do that. Check this out. Want to see a cool picture? Watch this. This is a hill. It's got frost on it. Look at all these guys. Watch this. Look at that. Is that nice or what? See all the geese over there? Is that beautiful or what? And then you got the Tai Chi in the background. See that? Is that beautiful or what? That is nice. Those guys are looking for the food there, right? Let's get down from here. Alrighty. But yeah, I don't know how to do that. And then it's weird because you got the free speechers, which is me, right? I believe in free speech, right? And I'll fight for it. But yet I know I can't say something. So then the dilemma becomes, is my free speech being curtailed, right? Or is it just something that we're learning how to speak better because we can speak to more people? I mean, think about it. How many people do I speak to every day? A lot. You know, when I grew up and I was in my, let's say in my 15s, I wasn't speaking to people in China or Europe or Australia. No. I had a pocket full of quarters. Good morning. Check this picture out. Watch this one. You like that picture? Oh. How about that one? Is that nice or what? Look at all these guys, right? Let's see if they attack me, huh? We'll go a little bit through this field, right? And so I wasn't talking to a bunch of people. It's almost like I was just thinking about the Little Prince, right? Dropping into a foreign world. It's almost how I feel sometimes with what's going on around us. I feel it's foreign, right? I don't even know how to act sometimes. Here I am on my bike, riding around in the morning in a park on the Southside, asking people if it's okay to say the word dumb about people. That's strange, isn't it? And I'm not fearful of the outcomes. I guess I am. You know, I don't want to be, it's not I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I guess I'm trying to figure out how to do it. You know what I mean? It's just like anything. I work on cars, I work on bicycles, I can work on a computer, I can fix a wall, I can run some plumbing, I can write a thesis paper, and I can run an experiment. I can, I was gonna say cook a dinner, but how about order out a dinner? There you go, I didn't screw that one up. I know I can't say that one. But, so, how come I have a hard time thinking about how to talk? You know? Even thinking sometimes, like I'm trying to do now. How do I think right? Is there a way to think? I'm not talking about being awoke. I'm not talking about that. So that's easy, right? Being awoke is easy. Just don't be racist. That's simple. If you don't get that one, that's a bad one. I mean, that's easy. You know what I mean? That's You either are or aren't. There is no in-betweens there. You can't be a little bit racist. You either are or you aren't. There's no choices there. It's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I get it, maybe if you live in a place and it's all monocultural, I get that. I get that, right? But if you live in the inner city, or you live in some multicultural area, and after a year, the only people I see is the same race in your pictures, yeah, that's kind of strange. Well, that's who I want to hang with, yeah. I don't know, you know. Our city is pretty much evenly divided on race, so that's who I want to hang with. Nah, that just don't seem right there, but let's not get into that. I'm talking about thinking and cancel culture, and I'm not even talking about cancel culture. I'm just talking about thinking. Right? Thinking and then verbalizing. Forget the cancel culture. That's just some lame stuff, you know what I mean? You just keep going. That don't mean stuff. But I guess that's where I'm going into, right? It's like, am I on the right track? Right? And it's not a matter of I want to fit in. It's, am I understanding where people are, where the next generation is heading? Because that's what we're going into. I think I talked about this more than anything. We're not experiencing anything strange or different. We're experiencing a generational change that happens every so often. Sometimes it happens sooner than later. Right? It can happen in between, like in the 60s, right? Late 60s, or it can happen every few hundred years, which we're having now. Right? And we're more into the wealth shifting now. Besides, we're adding wealth to the generational shifts. Right? Sometimes it's just a generational shift, where it's just a matter of mannerisms, colloquialisms, internationalism, those kinds of things. And now they call it globalism. It's like how things change as part of how people interact with each other because of their environments, right? And if we get to an environment that's more global and more international, then that's how we're going to act, right? But now we're experiencing something different now. This is completely different. I mean, we're talking about wealth transfer now. I mean, that only happens every 150, sometimes 200 years, right? That's what we're experiencing now, wealth transfer. So then I feel, or I statements, I try to understand of where do I fit in into all of this, right? And if I'm saying the right things or am I not saying the right things. And the next question is the last one is, if I'm not saying the right things, why ain't I saying the right things? And should I be saying the right things? You kind of get it? It's like all this disinformation and vitriol, it starts to make one question oneself sometimes, right? And I'm not talking about reality and Kant and all of that fancy stuff. We can get into all of that weird stuff one day. That's some. I have a buddy that does etymology. Then there's what's that other fancy word for philosophy? I forget it. Epistemology, right? There's all kinds of those ologies, right? Regarding thought, thinking, philosophies, universals, right? Like they talk about in the Greek times. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm just talking about straight, everyday living, everyday thinking, right? And when I go to the grocery store, right, and somebody's not doing something right, how do I say correct it without them being slighted or insulted? That's all. Pretty simple. That's it. Yeah. Easy question. You know, how do we tell people they're wrong and they're doing something inappropriately without them taking offense or without them attacking us? That's the question for today. That's an interesting one, right? All right, hey, it's Thursday. I believe it's December 10th. My fingers got a little cold, but it's supposed to be 55 and sunny today. Get as much of that vitamin D as you can. Who knows when we're going to get the next batch of it. Take it easy, everybody. Love you all. Don't forget, we're on that COVID. Virtual hug, virtual kiss, real love. Take it easy, everybody. It's Thursday, Southside of Chicago. Bye.